that one to go. Rebounded by Mitchie. Mitchie puts it in.
Beat gets it. We're going to go up on Joy, and it's good off the basket.
Morgan, Sammy Ashton all alone for the quick lay-in.
Buster with the deep two, and it's good. Now has the ball at bounce. Passes into Grigo for three, and that's 1,000 points.
Nye over to Fradamico, over to Zarillis. He takes a shot. It's no good. Over to McGoey for HK. Back to Erskine. Erskine to Flagg. Flagg takes a shot. It's no good. Over to Nye for Morgan. Chucks it down the court to Fradamico. He takes a shot, and it's good. McGoey to Erskine for HK. Erskine to Erskine. To Gorham. To Erskine. To Erskine. Erskine takes a shot. It's no good. Gorham grabs it for the rebound. Fradamico to Nye for Morgan. To Zarillis. Takes a shot, and it's good. McGoey to Erskine for HK. To Flagg. To Gorham. To Erskine. Back to McGoey, and back to Flagg. Back to Erskine, over to Erskine. Back to Flagg. Over to Gorham. Over to Erskine. Over to his brother. Over to McGoey, over to Gorham. He takes a three-pointer, and it's good. All right, Fradamico to Nye for Morgan. Nye to Zarillis, over to Nye, to Fradamico, to Zarillis, over to Cohen, back to Fradamico, to Zarillis, back to Fradamico in the center, over to Duffy. Duffy takes a shot. It's no good. He grabs it. Over to Nye. And takes a shot, and it's no good. Foul called on Morgan. The first foul of the game. HK is subbing in number 11 and number 32. All right, we've got Erskine over to McGoey. He takes a shot, and it's good. Nye with the ball for Morgan. Over to Zarillis. Over to Nye. Over to Fradamico. He takes a shot, and it's good. Back to HK. Erskine. Over to Tony. Over to McGoey. Back to Antonio. Back to Erskine. And Gorham takes a shot, and it's good. Nye for Morgan. Over to Zarilis. Takes a shot. Nye takes a shot, and it's no good. Chase Olin passes it to Gorham. He tries another three-pointer. It's no good. Zarilis for Morgan. Over to Fradamico. He takes a shot, and it's good. McGoey to Erskine. Gorham to Erskine. To Olin. To Giambantis. To Olin. To Gorham. To Giambantis. To McGoey. To Gorham. He tries another three-pointer, and it's no good. Over to Zarilis for Morgan. Over to Nye. Drives it down the court. Takes a shot, and it's good. Erskine with the ball. To McGoey. He takes a shot, and it's good. Nye has the ball for Morgan. Over to Fradamico. Over to Zarilis. Over to Cohen. Cohen to Fradamico. Takes a shot. It's no good. Over to Duffy. Tries a shot. No good. HK takes the ball. Olin passes it to Giambantis. Back to Olin. Over to Erskine. Over to McGoey. Passes it to Chase Olin with a hand touch by Morgan. Over to Erskine. Over to Giambantis. Tries a shot. It's no good. Another foul called on Morgan. Second foul of the game. Antonio Giambantis gets the foul shots. And his first shot is no good. Still waiting on who that foul was on for Morgan. The HK Den going a little crazy for Trey and Tate Calendar. Giambantis' second shot is no good. Over to Nye for Morgan. Attempts a shot at the buzzer. It is no good. All right, our first quarter is already over. It felt very fast to me. Don't know about you guys. HK is up by 4 points by the first quarter. Morgan has 2 fouls, one on number 55, Robert Zarilis, and I am not sure who the second foul was, but if I find out, I will let you know. All right, looks like that little break between the first and second quarter is ending. HK's taken the court. We're back to our starting lineup for HK and for Morgan. The ball starts with Morgan for the second quarter. We're starting with Jason Cohen for Morgan, over to Andrew Nye. Over to Fradamico. To Zarilis. Cohen takes the shot, and it's good. For HK, Flake over to Erskine. Over to Gorham, back to Erskine. Over to Flake, back to Erskine. over to Gorham, back to Erskine, over to his older brother, back to Gorham, over to McGoey. Attempts to throw it to the older Erskine, rolls all the way down the court, and it would be out on HK. Cohen for Morgan starting with the ball, over to Fratamico, attempts a three-pointer, it's no good. Out on Morgan. Ball goes to HK, McGoey to Erskine. Erskine to Gorham, back to Erskine. Over to the older Erskine. Back to his younger brother. Drives it through the center. Makes a shot, and it's good. Starting with Nye. Over to Zarillis. Over to Cohen for Morgan. Takes a three-pointer, and it's good. Erskine to Erskine there. We are now tied in the second quarter. Over to McGoey. Over to Flagg. Over to Erskine. Back to Gorham. To McGoey. Attempts a shot. It's no good. Rebound taken by Evan Flagg. Passes it to Erskine. Takes a shot, and it's good for 3 points. Nye over to Colbank for Morgan. Another three-pointer for Morgan. Erskine attempts a shot for HK. Cohen drives it down, overpasses to, sorry, that was Cameron Carlson from before. It was out on HK, starting with Morgan's Cohen over to Zarillis. Ball's taken by McGoey from HK, over to Flagg, over to Erskine. Attempts a shot, no good, taken by Nye for Morgan. Over to Cohen, over to Zarillis, over to Nye, over to Carlson, over to Zarillis, back to Carlson. Attempts a shot, it's no good. There is a foul on HK, HK's first foul of the game. And Carlson gets to take the shots. That was a foul on HK's number 30, Mason Gorham, a freshman at HK. Carlson's first shot is good. And his second shot is also good. We've got Trey Callender passing it to Erskine. Alec Erskine, to be more precise. Back to Callender. To McGoey. To Sam Erskine. Alec Erskine. Alec takes a shot, and it's good. And that was a foul, no shot for HK there. All right, Carlson to Cohen, back to Carlson for Morgan. Carlson to Cohen. Back to Carlson. And that's a travel on Carlson. Ball goes back over to HK, starting with Jimmy McGoey. Over to Alec Erskine. Over to Gorham. Over to McGoey. And makes a shot, and it's good. Carlson to Fratamico. Fratamico attempts a shot, and it's no good. The ball is taken by Callender for HK. over to Erskine, over to Sam Erskine. Sorry, no, that was DeChico. Makes another three-pointer. Carlson for Morgan. Has the ball. Lost his shoe. Duffy to Cohen, back to Duffy, over to Duffy, back to Fradamico. Attempts a shot. Another foul called on HK. The shoe has been returned to Carlson for Morgan. Number 22, Alexander Fradamico, is taking the shots for Morgan. And that foul was called on James McGoey for HK. Fradamico's first shot is good. Flagg being subbed in for McGoey on HK's side. Fradamico gets his next shot. And it's good. Calendar to Erskine. Over to Calendar. Back to Calendar. Over to Morgan. Something happened there, not quite sure. At some point, the ball was rolling on the ground, but Morgan gets the ball out of it. So, okay, there was a foul called on HK's Evan Flagg during that guffaw. Carlson takes a shot. It's no good. And that is out on Calendar for HK. So Morgan gets the ball, starting with Cohen. Over to Duffy, over to Fradamico, over to Carlson. He misses it. And now Crott has the ball, Gavin Crott. Cohen has the ball. Back to Crott. Back to Cohen. Makes a shot, and it's good. All right, back to HK. Calendar, go over to Erskine. Over to Gorham. Over to Gambontis. Over to Flagg. Back to Gambontis. Gambontis to Erskine. Over to Gorham. Back to Gambontis. Back to Erskine. He stumbles out of bounds. That's out on HK. We needed a shoe tie for Crott. All right. Carlson starting with the ball for Morgan. McGoey and Olin are back in for HK. Carlson passes it to Nye. Nye to Carlson. Back to Nye. Back to Carlson. Back to Fradamico. He takes a shot and it's good. Olin with the ball, over to Gorham. Takes a shot and it's good. Fradamico to Carlson. To Crott. To Fradamico. Back to Crott. Over to Carlson. Takes a shot and it's good. McGoey to Olin for HK, over to Flagg, back to Olin, back to Gorham, back to Flagg, over to Gambontis, takes a shot, And it was rebounded back to Giambontis. Over to McGoey, over to Flagg. Back to HK still with Olin. Gorham takes another three-pointer. It's still no good. Back to Flagg, back to Giambontis. Takes a shot, and it's no good. Over to Morgan. Duffy to Fredemico. To Carlson. Back to Fredemico. To Nye. Back to Duffy. Attempts to go back to Nye. It goes over to Flagg for HK. Back to Olin. Then to McGoey. Rebounded by Flagg. Back to McGoey. And he makes the shot. Right at the buzzer. All right. That is the end of the second quarter. The first half of the game. HK down by 3 points. Had to do the math there real quick. Morgan and HK are both playing very good games tonight. Morgan is up, obviously, by 3. All right, so the Morgan Huskies had a win against Westbrook, 54-48. A win against North Brantford, 81-60, and a loss against Valley Regional, 56-69 recently. Their upcoming games they have at Coggeshall in North Brantford and Cromwell. The Cougars have 3 losses, one against North Brantford, one against Cromwell, and one against Rocky Hill. Their next 3 games will be away at Coggeshall, away at North Brantford, and home against Cromwell. So that is that. Now we're going to go over to Valley Shore Community TV.
Marina, this is Night Stars, over.
So the day can start at 6:30 for the crew. Quite often we come in at 6. Of course, we fire up the vessel. We go through our safety, all the apparatuses that make sure everything's safe. Fire up the engines, get the boat ready for the day. Vessel starts running at 0700, and we start taking customers on this side. And usually we have commute Monday through Friday, so we run the boat a little bit quicker, get people across. Communication is important. Got to be talking to your mates. And of course, as you can hear, we're monitoring the radio for vessel traffic and for anything that becomes an emergency that we may have to respond to on the river. And then around 12 o'clock, the other crew comes in and relieves at 1300, 1 o'clock. And this crew goes home, does their checkout, makes sure that all the funds are accounted for, and does a bank deposit. It's always been here since the birth of our country. So actually it was privately owned in the 1700s. The town of Chester bought it out after that. Then it became part of the highway department. We're in 1917, and again, it's the 100-year anniversary of that happening. And they've supported the ferry throughout all these years. the vessel itself is 70 years old. So that's a testament to their commitment. Most vessels, commercial vessels, don't go 70 years. But we've managed to do that. The boat's in pretty good shape. It's got new engines in it, and every 2 years we do a little steel replacement. Keep a good eye on it, keep it safe, keep it running. Some people call this the gateway to the castle. I guess tradition has a lot to do with it. I think that's one of the things that obviously is unique. People come here from everywhere, all over the world. And this is part of the whole experience of being in the river valley, I think. And of course, when you're on the ferry, you get to get out of your car. Time to have a little, like a 5-minute respite, if you will. Weekends we're filled with primarily tourists. I make a point, go down and meet with some people, welcome them on board, and maybe they have some questions about where to go and what to do, and we're always have suggestions. So, favorite part of the job is the people, the customers. We had some kids that came over yesterday. I was able to give them a look at the engine room and let them press a few buttons to open up the gate, under my supervision, mind you. But they really enjoyed it. So I guess that's a big part.
Welcome back, everyone. All right, we are here at the HK Patsy Commercial Fieldhouse for HK versus Morgan, the rivalry of the Shoreline boys basketball. So far, the Morgan Huskies are winning 36 to the HK Cougars 33. Last we saw, each team had 2 fouls, but since we are coming back for the next half, those don't count anymore. So far we've had a lot of three-pointer attempts and actual shots made by both teams. Interesting techniques, I believe. Haven't seen that very often, but we're seeing it a lot today. Morgan's currently warming back up on the court, still waiting for HK to return from their halftime talk thing. Looking at a pretty close game so far for the first half. Excited for the next half to commence. Still got about 2 minutes before that happens, though, so. I'll just quickly apologize to anyone who of which I have said the wrong name for, or pronounced it wrong, or anything of the sort. Sorry about that. Lo siento. Still waiting on HK to come back to the court. We've got, I don't know if you heard, but we have a lot of fans in the bleachers tonight for both teams. The HK Cougar Den is loud and proud, and the Morgan Huskies doghouse, I guess, is also here, yucking it up, having a good time. The HK boys are walking back into the court with about 50 seconds left before the next quarter starts. Sam Erskine hyping the den up. All right, looks like we are about to commence in the next half. Exciting to see where we end up. Again, a big rivalry between the two teams, so it's going to be high energy, high stakes for this next half. All right, and now we are coming back to the game. HK is on the court, so is their coach, and Morgan is also back on. HK is starting with the ball with number 33, Sam Erskine, senior captain. Over to his brother, Alec. Alec to Gorham. Attempts a three-pointer, makes it. Fradamico for Morgan over to Nye. Nye to Duffy. Back to Nye. To Zarillis. Attempts a shot, no good. Rebounded by Duffy. Erskine to Erskine there. Over to McGoey. Back to Erskine. Over to Sam. Erskine takes a shot, and it's good. Cohen to Nye, back to on Morgan's team. Nye to Duffy, back to Fradamico. Attempts a shot, no good. Attempted rebound by Duffy. It's not good, but there is a foul called on HK. First foul of the half. That was number 22's second foul. That would be Evan Flagg for HK. Connor Duffy taking the foul shots for Morgan. His first shot is good. Prepping for his next shot. And it is no good. Over to Evan Flagg for Cougars. Back to Erskine. Over to Gorham. Over to the older Erskine. Back to Gorham. That was an out of bounds call for HK. Goes to Cohen for the Morgan team. Over to Nye. Over to Fradamico. Over to Duffy. Back to Fradamico. Slips out of his hands, goes out of bounds. It's going to be an HK ball. McGoey passing it to Alec Erskine. From now on, each Erskine will be referred to as their first name. Gorham takes the shot. It's no good. Over to Cohen for Morgan. Back to Nye. Attempts a shot, and it's no good. Over to Erskine. Sorry, Sam. Back to Alec. Over to Flagg. Attempts a shot. No good. Taken by Zarillis on Morgan's side. Over to Fradamico. Over to Nye. Back to Zarillis. Attempts a shot and makes it. Going from Flake to Alec. Over to McGoey. And he makes another shot, tying up the game. Starting off the ball for Morgan with Nye. Over to Cohen. Over to Duffy. To Fradamico. Nye. Zarilis. Takes a shot, and it's good. McGoey to Alec. Over to Flake. Over to Gorham. Over to Alec. Passes it back to Sam. Over to Gorham. And that was a travel for Gorham on HK. Starting the ball with Fradamico for Morgan. Over to Nye. Nye to Zarilis. Over to Nye. Duffy. Over to Fradamico. Sorry to say this, but kind of chucks that out of bounds. Over to McGoey for HK. Over to Alec. Over to Sam. Over to Gorham. Over to Flake. Over to Sam. Back to Gorham. Over to Alec. Over to Sam. Back to Flake. Flake takes the shot. It's no good. Over to Nye for Morgan. Also, I would love to note that there is a chanting war of sorts going on in the audience. Another shot made by Morgan, number 41, Connor Duffy. Over to Alec for HK. Over to Flake. Attempts a shot. No good. Right into Zarilis' hands. Over to Nye. Back to Zarilis. Over to Fradamico. Over to Cohen. Attempts a shot. No good. Rebound taken by Flake. That was a foul for Morgan. The ball goes to HK. We're going Erskine to Erskine here. That was a foul on Zarilis for Morgan. Second foul of the game. And we have a timeout called. If you can't hear at home, there is a bit of a chanting war being started by the Morgan doghouse. Taking the liberty of trademarking that phrase with the HK Cougar Den. All right. Erskine to Erskine there. Sam over to Alec. Starting with HK, back to Sam. Over to Giambantis, back to Alec. Over to McGoey. Back to Gorham. Attempts a shot, and it's good. That was another foul called for Morgan. Freshman Mason Gorham taking the foul shots for HK. And that foul was called on number 3, Jason Cohen for HK. For Morgan. He makes the one shot. And back over to Morgan with Zarilis. Over to Nye. Over to Cohen. Takes a shot. No good. Grabbed by Olin for HK. Over to Alec. Back to McGoey. Over to Olin. Over to Gorham. Olin to Alec. Alec takes a shot. It's no good. Attempted shot by McGoey. Attempted rebound by McGoey. Another foul called on Morgan. Shots are being taken by junior Jimmy McGoey for HK. And that was Zarilis' third foul of the game for Morgan. His first shot is so close, but it's no good. Zarilis being subbed out for Duffy on Morgan's team. McGoey taking his second shot. And it's good. We've got another tie going. All right, we got Nye over to Carlson. Over to Duffy. Over to Fradamico. Takes the shot, and it's no good. Rebound got by HK. Alec. Over to McGoey. McGoey takes the shot, and it's good. Carlson to Fradamico. Back to Carlson. Over to Nye. Back to Fradamico. He takes a shot, and it is good, I believe. Foul called on HK. Number 22, Alexander Fradamico taking the shots for Morgan. And that was Mason Gorham's second foul of the game for HK. HK has the ball. McGoey over to Alec. Over to Olin. Then McGoey slips past him out of bounds. Over to Fradamico, and then Carlson for Morgan. Back to Fradamico. Over to Nye. To Duffy. Back to Nye, takes the shot, and it's good. McGoey to Alec for HK. Over to Gorham. Over to Olin. To Alec. To McGoey. Back to Alec. Attempts a pass to Olin. Goes out on Morgan. Ball goes to HK. Junior Alec Erskine has the ball. Over to McGoey, takes the shot, and it's no good. A jump ball there, taken by Morgan. Oop, a steal. That's not how basketball works, but Alec Erskine takes the ball back to Morgan. Fradamico takes the shot, and it's good. McGoey over to Olin for HK. 15 seconds left. Back to Alec. Foul called on Morgan. Sorry, not a foul, but a whistle blown on Morgan. All right. Going into the fourth quarter, we've got Morgan, 53-47. Morgan is winning. We've got our HK Den waving over to the Morgan group doghouse. I don't know if that is offensive if I call them that. A very intense game going on right now. We expected this because of our shoreline rivalry. Yeah, very intense game. Total of 5 fouls in this half. 3 by not North Brantford. I don't know why I said that. 3 by Morgan and 2 by HK. The ball starts with Morgan. Carlson over to Fradamico. Goes out on HK's Alex Erskine. Cohen has the ball for Morgan. Over to Duffy. Over to Fradamico. Over to Carlson. Takes the shot and it's good. Back to HK. McGoey over to Erskine. To Gorham. Back to Alec. Over to Sam. Takes a shot and it's good. Carlson to Fradamico to Nye. Nye to Cohen. Over to Fradamico. Back to Nye. Back to Cohen. Over to Carlson. Over to Nye. Back to Cohen. Attempts a shot, no good. Taken by Gorham for HK. Back to Alec, back to Gorham. Over to Alec. Over to McGoey. Takes a shot, and it's good. Nye has the ball for Morgan. Fradamico to Carlson to Nye. Back to Duffy. Back to Fradamico. Over to Duffy. Takes the shot, and it's good. HK has the ball with Alec. Gorham to Sam. Over to McGoey. The ball's taken by Carlson for Morgan. Back to Sam for HK. Over to Alec. Back to Sam. Over to Flake. Over to Gorham. Attempts a shot. And it's no good. Over to Cohen and then to Fradamica. Got a call on Morgan. HK's ball with McGoey. Over to Erskine. Alec Erskine, to be more specific. Over to Giambontis. To McGoey. To Erskine. Gorham to Giambontis. To McGoey. To Erskine. Back to McGoey. Takes a shot and it's good. Morgan has the ball. Andrew Nye over to Fradamico, sorry. Over to Zarilis. Takes a shot, and it's good. Alec Erskine has the ball. Over to Gorham. Over to Sam Erskine. To Giambontis. Back to Sam Erskine. We've got an HK ball. That was a foul called on number 23 for Morgan, Gavin Crott. The ball's back in with Giambontis over to McGoey, to Alec Erskine. Back to Giambontis. He takes a shot, and it's good. Another foul called on Morgan. Antonios Giambontis gets the shots for HK. Takes a shot. It's no good. Over to Morgan. Live ball. Back to Nye. Over to Fradamico. Attempts the shot. No good. Gorham to Erskine. To other Erskine. Attempts a shot, and it's no good. Caught by McGoey. Attempts a shot, and it's good. One foul shot for James McGoey on HK's team. That was number 22, Alexander Fradamico's first foul of the game. McGoey takes the shot. It's no good. Over to Fradamico. Over to Nye. Over to Cohen. To Zarilis. To Nye. Takes the shot. No good. Giambontis over to Erskine. Back to other Erskine for HK. Over to Gorham. Sam Erskine has the ball. Over to Giambontis. Stays with Giambontis, goes to McGoey. Over to Sam Erskine. Takes a shot. No good. Rebound taken by Morgan. Nye over to Zarilis. To Nye. Over to Cohen. Back to Fradamico. Takes a shot, and it's good. Alec Erskine has the ball. Back to Giambontis. Takes a shot, and it's good. Fradamico over to Nye. Nye to Fradamico. The ball goes out on HK. Ball goes to Morgan. Cohen has the ball. Over to Nye. Over to Cohen. Over to Zarilis. And the ball goes out on Duffy for Morgan. A timeout called by HK. The game is getting more intense and closer as the game goes on. Morgan only up by 2 points with about 2 minutes left of the game. Crowds getting louder and louder as we play on, as I'm sure you might be able to hear, unless you can't. Our timeout is almost over. Very interesting to see how this last minute and 50 seconds plays out for both of our teams. The ball's going to be starting with HK. Sam Erskine to Alec Erskine with the ball. Alec over to Giambantis. Over to Gorham. Takes a shot, and it's good. Cyrillis over to Cohen. To Nye. Over to Cyrillis. Over to Krot. Over to Nye. Over to Cohen. Over to Krot. To Duffy. Attempts a shot, and it's good. McGoey to Alec. To Giambantis. To Alec. To Sam. Takes a shot. No good. Over to Duffy. Over to Nye. I believe Krot was in there somewhere. That was a foul on... I'm not sure whose team that was on. That must have been on HK. Foul on HK. On Alec Erskine. Morgan is up by 1 point with 42 seconds left of the game. Going to be a very, very tense 42 seconds for our players and our spectators, and me as well. The ball is starting with Cohen to Fradamico. Another foul called on HK, I believe, on Gorham. Flag being subbed in for HK. Cohen has the ball for Morgan. Over to Cyrillis. Another foul for HK. For McGoey. Another foul for HK on Colin O'Brien. Fradamico over to Cohen. Another foul on HK. That was a foul on Alec Erskine. Morgan gets, I believe, one shot for Cohen. Jason Cohen for Morgan has the ball. Takes the shot. No good. HK has it. Alec has the ball. Timeout called by HK. With less than 30 seconds left of the game. 1 point discrepancy in the scores. Insanely riled up the audiences tonight. As you can see, the Cougar Den is pretty up in arms. Chanting, "Here we go, HK, here we go." if I am aware of the doghouse as I am, they are about to come back with another chant to rival the Cougar chant we just heard, unless I'm wrong, but we'll see. The teams are back on the court in a moment. HK in their maybe final huddle of the game, going back out onto the court. HK starts with the ball. Sam starts with it, over to Alec. Looks like HK's holding for one last shot of the game. Over to Erskine, over to Gorham, takes the shot, and it's good. And that was a timeout. I would like to comment that HK is going freaking nuts. 2 seconds left of the game. An angry coach on Morgan's side. Don't quite know what that's about. HK being calmed down by a staff member over on the Cougar Den. All right, we've got 2 seconds left of the game. That shot that three-pointer was by, I believe, Gorham, Mason Gorham for HK. HK is on the court. They added 0.4 seconds, I believe, to the clock. All right. Number 23, Gavin Crott is starting with the ball. Timeout on White. Timeout for the Cougars. Again, we've got about 3 seconds left of the game. Most likely, HK is making a game plan to keep Morgan from scoring. Morgan obviously is trying to make a plan to score more than 2 points in order to take the W. But we're going to have to see what the plans are for both of our teams. A very, very close and very, very well-played game for both teams tonight. Morgan is on the court, ready for their last 3 seconds of the game. In 3 seconds, anything can happen, so we're going to have to see what we do. Cohen takes a shot, and it is no good. HK is going absolutely nuts, having to be held back partially by other staff members. Sam Erskine returning from the den. A very, very good game played by both of our teams. All right. The HK boys now have a record of 4-8, with adding a win against Morgan, succeeding in their rivalry. Before we go, let me tell you about our team's next 3 games. For the HK Cougars, our winners for tonight, we have their next game is away against Cromwell. Away, we've got another one away against St. Paul Catholic and one home against Westbrook. For the very, very good playing team Morgan, we have a home game. An away game against Coggeshall and an away game against North Brantford. I'm sorry, the HK, I messed up the HK ones. They are away at Valley Regional, home against St. Paul, and home against Coggeshall for their next 3 games. I misspoke. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching tonight's very high-energy presentation of the HK Cougars versus the Morgan Huskies, the shoreline rivalry of the century and probably more years to come. Valley Shore Community TV Basketball is brought to you in part by Zip06. There they are. We hope you have a good evening, and thank you so much for watching.